Hi, my name's Lauren, and today I'm going to show you how I created this purple and orange smoked out and winged out eyeshadow look that I actually just realized matches my dog, because we have, you know, the rusty browns and oranges from his little fur and his purple collar, and he's such a good boy. So if you want to see how I did this look and end up matching my dog for a day, just keep watching. I'm going to start by taking the shade Sauce and Low Blow from my Naked Heat palette mixed together on this fluffy brush. And I'm going to blend that in and above my crease. And to shape the outer part of this look, I'm going to take this old sandwich punch card that's made of like a cardstock type of paper and just lay that down on my eye so that I can get the shape that I want. And when I lay this down, I'm leaving a gap between my lower lash line and the card because I know that I want the look to go down that far, and if I made it right here and then wanted to blend colors into my lower lash line, they wouldn't really follow the same curve, and so I want them to all kind of flow together. So that's why I'm leaving a little bit of extra space underneath my lower lash line. And with the card it's really easy because you just blend the eyeshadow all the way to the card. Once you have that general shape mapped out with the card, you can just go in and intensify anywhere that you want with these two colors. I'm taking these colors relatively high up because I'm going to blend darker colors a little bit lower down. I'm going to also take this fluffy brush with nothing on it to blend out the top edges so that they're nice and diffused. Next I'm going to take this darker, warmer color called He Devil. And taking that on a smaller brush, I'm going to put that lower down in my crease. And I'm putting the card back so that I don't take the color past where I want it. And I'm going to blend that again. Next I'm going to do the same thing with Fuego and Ashes to make the look a lot darker. Except that with these darker colors, I'm taking it on a smaller and more precise blending brush, just because I want it lower down than the other colors, even more. I really like using cards to do this instead of tape, because I feel like with tape, first of all, I do not like how it feels on my skin. It just feels so weird and I hate it. Second of all, it makes such a sharp line with the eyeshadow. It's just so sharp and I feel like it looks, I don't like how that looks. And then also, with tape you can't do your face makeup first unless you want to go back and redo it, and I hate doing that. So with the card, you can take it away anytime you want. The edge is a little bit less sharp than it would be with tape, and if you just clean off the side so you get all the eyeshadow off, you can just put it back exactly in the same spot. Or if you don't like where you put it, you can move it. With tape it's a lot harder to do that. So I'm just really going in and deepening up all of these colors until I get them to how I want them to be. And I'm going to always go back to blend how the top edge looks. And now from here I'm going to take the same colors and blend them underneath my eye with the card in place, because that way it'll be a nice clean line. And I'm going to go out and blend it so it's not as sharp later, but for the initial laydown of the colors I want it to be precise. So then you just pick the card up and see how it looks. So I'll definitely need to go to fix that, but I like laying it down like this first. And once I get that laid down, I'm going to take my fluffy blending brush with nothing on it to first blend it out, and then I can kind of build it back and blend it out and build it back and blend it out until it's exactly how I want it to be. Doing the same over the entire look, all of the edges. And you just blend and keep blending and keep blending, basically forever. I really want to deepen out this outer part of the eye. So I'm going to go back in with the darker shades. Mostly Ashes now, the darker one. Blend, 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 blend. When I blend eyeshadows a little bit higher than I want them to be, the way that I fix that is I just take some pressed powder or like loose powder or whatever you use to set your face with. I take some of that on another fluffy brush and very carefully you can blend out the edges with your face powder. You could also use an eyeshadow that matches your skin tone or something like that, but I just use this powder. It's really easy. And then you can carefully clean up the line and it'll still be nice and blended because it's just more powders. Okay, I think I'm finally happy with the blend and the intensity of all these colors, so I'm going to jump in with the purple. To make the purple stick better and be really, really bright, I'm going to put a little bit of this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, just to act as a base. And I don't want this to be a precise cut crease, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Milk pencil, crayon, whatever on here, just where I want the purple to be. And now that I have that on, I'm going to tap to blend. I'm not swiping because that'll get rid of it all, just tapping it. Okay, it's purple time. I'm going to use this color called Royalty from the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe. And I really like this one. It's nice and glittery and dark and pretty. And with a pretty dense brush, I picked up a lot of this purple and I'm going to pat it on. And I'm going to put this on the outer part because I think I might put a lighter purple on the inner part, but I haven't decided yet. Because this purple is really dark. And actually, I think I'm going to take the card back and pat some of this going out here because this is darker than the other shades. So it'll be like a blended wing of darkness. Okay. And I'm going to take this away and try not to get any of that other dust on my eyeball. What? Okay. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. That's what I'm going for here. We got it. Now I'm going to blend this out just a little bit. It's already pretty good, actually. Now for the inner part of my eyelid, I'm going to take this like magenta, really bright shade called Jilted from my Urban Decay Electric palette. And the reason that I'm using this one instead of more of the dark purple is because I really like when the inner part of the lid has a brighter color, and I think it'll add a little bit of nice dimension to the whole look if the inner part is different and lighter than the rest. I think that'll be good, good, good. And then of course blend the purples together. I always get to this part where I'm blending along the card and I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna look good. And I take the card away and I'm like, okay, that looks good. I lose my faith in the card for a minute there. I really love this color Jilted from the Urban Decay Electric palette. I think it's really unique. I've never really seen another shade like it because it's like a deep pink, but it has like iridescent shimmers in it that are almost blue and purple and like bright pink, and I even just saw a little flick of like yellow or something in there. I think it's really pretty. I use this color all the time actually. I'm also going to take some of the darker purple underneath my eye. My waterline is already pretty dark because it has eyeshadow all in it, but I'm going to further intensify it by adding black eyeliner. I'm also going to put the tiniest bit of Jilted on my lower lash line too. To highlight my inner corner and brow bone, I'm going to mix Spectra and Luna together from my Anastasia Glow Kit in Aurora. And I'm just going to take those on my finger. And I like using Spectra, the purple one from this palette, because it is purple, but it kind of shows up as like a bright, almost reddy pink, which I think is going to be perfect for the combination that I already have on my eyes. Okay, now that we've spent 8 million years blending this out, I'm going to finish the look by curling my eyelashes, putting on some... And by the way, I already have all my face makeup on, and if you want to see how I like to do that, I have a video on it. It's called my No Makeup Makeup video, or No Makeup Makeup tutorial probably, and I'll put it in the description box so you can go find it. I don't know about you, but I actually really like watching other people put mascara on. I think that's one of... Oh! Okay, I will fix that in a minute. I messed up. I wasn't concentrating. I'm so sorry. Oh no! Okay, I got a lot to clean up, but I will do that. I can actually, this is the perfect opportunity to show you a trick that I have for getting mascara off of your face if you get it onto eyeshadow that you just spent a million years blending out. I have a trick to fix that. But as I was saying, I really like watching people put mascara on. I don't know why. Like, that's one of my favorite parts of makeup tutorials, and I watch so many makeup tutorials. Okay, now as promised, to remove little bits of mascara that you get all over your face if you're not paying attention, or if you just are messy like me, you can take a spoolie that's just dry. I got this one from e.l.f. and it came with this part straight, but I bent it because I think it's easier to like get in places with it. So you take your spoolie, it has nothing on it, it's just dry. And once the mascara on your face is also dry, you just very carefully brush the spoolie over the mascara, and it like picks it up and flicks it off like magic. And then you get little dusty pieces on your face, which you can just easily brush away. It's magic. It's gone. It's just gone. She's gone. And then same thing with on top of eyeshadow. You just really carefully brush over. And it might take a couple seconds, but I wouldn't go in with a lot of pressure because that might ruin your eyeshadow. Just really gently brush back and forth, and it'll go away. And your eyeshadow is left pretty much the exact same that it was. Okay, and now we finally are done. And here's a nice close-up of the finished eye. And if you followed along with this tutorial and finally are done now, give yourself a round of applause because this took a little bit of work, and throughout the process I wasn't so sure it was going to turn out. But here we are at the end with this beautiful look that's super nice and blended, and it has a lot of dimension to it from the different colors across the lid. And I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, well here's the finished look. I hope you like this dark purple and orangey red smoked out eye. I really am happy with it, and I hope you are too. If you do like it, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Oliver. Good boy, Ollie. Oh. Who is the best wiener dog?